Here we go. Well, we're back, and we're hoping that that the streaming issues will be better. So sorry for that inconvenience, foundits, and hope you guys come back. You guys have always been very faithful, and well, we're gonna be faithful to the music. We're gonna give just a couple of seconds for some of you guys to show up, and then Mr. Omar Garcia. Is that how you pronounce your last name? Garcia with a rolled R.
Well, yeah, it's one R, but it's Garcia. Yeah.
Garcia. How do you when you introduce yourself? Do you roll that R?
No, usually, well, if I'm in a Spanish area or I'm speaking to someone in Spanish, yes. Usually, if I'm speaking to someone English, I'll pronounce it in the more English accent.
Really? My name's not Carlos. That's why I go by Los, because I am Carlos Gabriel Castro Soto, and then they're like, I can't roll that R. Okay, then you can just call me Los. That's where that came from. If you cannot say the R, la R, you can call me Los.
I say Omar, that's my name.
It was all just a joke. It was just to make friends. So you introduce yourself as Omar.
I
Omar.
introduce myself as Omar
Oh,
when
you're
I
a nice guy.
unless it's in the professional setting like at Secretary of State or something.
Okay. You playing much out there lately? You play live out there?
I want to. I'm in the works. Hopefully one day.
You know what Steve Vai said? You always say I'm doing rather than I'm going to. You say I'm doing, and it just make it, force it or will it to happen. You know what I mean? If you're speaking in a very positive way, it's going to happen. By the way, we are showing that we have an excellent connection. I just hope that the folks find us again. But we did get. Seems like we got rid of some of those buffering. Okay. Oh, still me buffering.
I will play a track. Arcade. Music. Mhm. I'll play then I'll get my Stevie Ray Vaughan on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, the good thing is we look good on YouTube. It looks crisp.
Here it goes.
Well, all right. That was Omar Garcia playing his tribute to the late great Stevie Ray Vaughan. were you even alive when he passed on, when he died?
That wasn't for
Not passed
Stevie.
on, but
I got
passed on.
another backing track for Stevie.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
That was a blues backing.
Okay, well, they say you're really jamming, and that is a beautiful guitar. So some people are wondering, do you name your guitars too?
I tried and I didn't. I didn't really find it. I didn't really like it trying to name my guitars.
It's okay.
I see it at.
It's okay. You see it as
I love
weird?
all of my guitars.
Well, I talked to my truck. What's wrong with you? Didn't I feed you? I talked to it. I talked to my guitars. I said, it's just some of us get endeared with our, some people it's just a tool, and that's okay. My friend Paul, he's got 17 tools. He's got. Did I just tell on you? Yeesh, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I got a lot. I got too many. I got what? I got 4 that I use constantly, and 4 electric 6 more guitars that I just kind of either projects or like.
Yeah, Ricks. And they each have their specific sound. I don't have like a bunch of Strats or a bunch of Les Pauls.
That's why
So,
I have this one that has a specific sound. I have my
right.
a SG that I use for like a Strat effect, because that I noticed recently that the neck pickup, I think if I'm not mistaken, the magnet in the neck pickup is flipped like greenie.
Flipped. Right.
And I didn't I didn't realize until just recently I saw a video of this guy that he flipped the magnet and then he put it back so you could see a comparison. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds
that's the sound. Yeah.
Hold on
For
a
those
second.
of you that don't know about, you want
Can
to
you hear
tell
me?
the chat? Yeah, I can hear you now. So what is that?
Here we go. Something happened. I can hear you though.
Okay. So you want to tell us about Greenie? Who is Greenie, or what is Greenie?
Greenie is my all-time favorite guitar, and Peter Green was the original owner. Greenie. Oh, come on. Something's going on with my stuff over here. Just a second.
Tell you what, I'm going to give you a chance. If you want to mute yourself for a bit and figure that out, and in the meantime, I'm going to play a backing track. Will that buy you a little time?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to play a backing track in G minor for anybody that's keeping track in the meantime. Our friend Omar Rocks. I'm sorry. Omar Garcia is going to set his setup. Here we go. Happy Friday. Yeah, get funky for Friday. the chat is lighting up, and Santana wanted to get going. No, down boy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, real quick, can you get my guitar?
We're on. We're on. Is she ready? She sounds like she's ready to go.
Yeah.
Is
So
she trying to show off? I think you need to name her. I think the chat would agree. Peer pressure.
what does the chat want to name it?
Right? They're saying, I don't know. What do you guys want to name his guitar? Give us some ideas. In the meantime, I'm going to check in. Brenda Jones is in. She says, I'm on a 55, something phone and my Fire tablet. Oh, both. Shirley says, so smooth, feel warm listening to cold in Gardenia. 60 degrees, cold for us. I know that's not too cold for you. Chill. Shirley Ann Johnson, first out of the gate. She didn't wait. She had that in the chamber, in the pocket, however you want to say it. She wants to call it chill. What do you think? How about chili?
Chili because it's red.
Because it's red, chili.
Cold over here in Michigan.
Cold and, yeah, it works both. Let us see what she looks like. Okay, they want you to hold her up a little bit more. Come on. You guys take a little snapshot. Here's Chili and Fiamma. Yeah. What is going on with my frame? There's Chili and there's Fiamma. Mine's turquoise and his is red. It's a beautiful red. It's kind of more like a wine.
Wine red.
Like a burgundy. Yeah, wine red. Now, Pamela, you call her a ruby. I already have a ruby. Hey, Lynn. How you doing? Yes, Chili. Everybody says yes, Chili. You could call her Chili, Chili, because she's red, or Chili because it's cold in Michigan, man.
Chili.
Somebody says
I'd put
Lisa says she looks like a Rosa. Oh, Rosie. Does she? Okay.
No, but like I was saying earlier before my mic was started to cut out.
We've got some weird issues with the data too, so it's one of those days.
No, I think one of the mics over here was connected, and they were fighting each other because one can't work with the other, supposedly.
Right.
So that might have been what it is. So I disconnected the mic.
Got it. And the chat is telling me that I need to fix my vest. I don't know what that's about. This is the style. This is el estilo. I'm going to tell you in English and Spanish so you understand. I don't feel like tightening. They want me to do this. I'm not wearing a suit. This is chill,
casual
bro.
Friday. It's casual Friday.
Casual Friday. Come on. Relax, everybody. Besides, Omar's about to play for us right now.
Yeah, I'll play that Stevie track right now.
Yeah, do it, bro.
Let's go.
All thriller. All killer, no chiller. No filler. Final words. Final words, man. You are rocking out there. Nice. The chat is lighting up. I wasn't taking I wasn't taking selfies, guys. I was taking pictures of the chat because I had to send it over to Omar. I want him to see all the fire, there's guitars, hearts, people dancing, fire, some people clapping. Lori Wilson says, "Rave on, go." Pamela Stark says yes, and I was sending it over to Omar. Okay, I may have taken a couple of selfies while I was at it, maybe.
Yeah.
For the gram.
It's a little weird playing like this. I'm not used to playing like this.
It's all right, man. We're getting used to this. On the Lounge of Sound, we've been rocking out for a little bit over a year, since August of was it August of last year? No, of the year before. Anyway, it's been a little bit more than a year. We've been having fun, and just found it's. Bear with me. I'm letting him know. What we normally do is we go on a Sonic Safari on Fridays. Everybody has had a rough week. Work, school, being a baby gets tough these days too, and everybody needs to chill, And like Albert King says, everybody's playing the blues, from the baby crying for the milk to the girl that didn't get to go to the prom, As we go around the world, blues around the world exists everywhere, and so we invite one and all. Most foundits, your average foundit is not average. They're people that are deep and want to get deep. It's just we don't like to go dark here. We like to keep. If you want to be one of our foundits, Omar, hey, you're welcome to. And but we're digging the tunes, man. How are you feeling when you're playing? How's it feel?
Like I said, in the position, my forearm kind of hurts, but I love it. Just I really try to stay as natural as possible. I don't want to stick to the typical scales and stuff like that. I'm not.
Yeah.
Not into. I obviously that's kind of essential to learning guitar. You need from the seat of my pants. Literally every time I play, I always improvise. Always improvise.
Yeah.
Probably never play this twice.
Yeah, I used to play from the seat of my pants, except that my pants stunk up the place sometimes. And now I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. Most of the tracks I'm playing, most of the time, it's the first time I hear it. And a little element of, hey, what if we fall off this cliff? But like I like to tell people, hey, if you hear any clams, just know that I'm looking for pearls.
Hey, just like just Bob Ross said, only happy accidents.
Only happy accidents.
If you hit the wrong note, if you hit the wrong note, it's just jazz. Just jazz.
Right. Just keep saying it, doing it, 2-3 times, and then it becomes jazz. Yeah.
It's
so, what was it that Stevie Ray Vaughan said about playing hard?
He would always play hard. He used 13 gauge strings because if they were any lighter, he'd break them every time, and he would still break the 13 gauge strings.
These are 11s, and everybody that plays it, they're like, "Oh my God, your guitar is hard to play."
I got 9s. All of my guitars have 9s.
Yeah. Everybody's like, "Oh man, that's why you sound like that because you play your guitar." And I'm like, "Okay, here, play it." And they're like, that thing's hard," But I don't want to go to the 13s because, to be honest, it's like diminishing returns after a certain while. Is that what you try to be comfortable when you play?
Yes, when I play to be comfortable. The guitars I play are comfortable for me. The strings I play are comfortable for me.
Good deal.
I tried to play a Strat, and it wasn't comfortable for me. It just wasn't my thing. It would always be my pinky would always hit the volume time I play a Strat because it's so close.
True. That's true. Yeah, I'm covering your ears. I think this is where her ears are because this is her head. So.
But I almost got it the other day. I almost got one because I wanted.
Oh, I heard about that. Paul Young was telling me about that.
And someone sold it from right under me. It's unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. I probably need that money somewhere else.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. Just stay positive. And that's another thing that we do here on the Lounge of Sound is we try to stay positive always, because adversity breeds endurance, right?
Yes.
Now, do you believe that blues is all sad? Somebody says,
even though most of it is probably 90%, but it's not all sad. Blues isn't always sad. When I end up playing a blues song, I don't always go the sad route. I usually go the
Right.
positive route. I'll try to sing about, I found my love, or my love is just a mile away, whatever, I'll catch the train to Chicago to see my girl and blah blah blah. I'm not
Right.
always trying to take the sad route, but most of it is sad because, it's just emotion. That's just the history of the blues.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just called you a baby. You look 20. Do
20.
you don't do you want to answer that or you don't want to answer that?
Uh, I That's the first time I've heard that. Usually they say I look older than I am.
Do you? All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's hey. There's nothing wrong with
Compliment.
that.
There you go. It's a compliment.
I want to say I look like a baby. I'm not going to tell your age. Sometimes I act like a baby, but that's okay. I'm also a guitar player. When I'm in singer-songwriter mode, I'm more like sensitive and more mature, and I make adult, decisions. And
I always, every
it's
time I play or make a song, I'm very open and I try to be as playful as possible. I want to be loose when I'm making a song. It comes out better.
we can tell. We can tell. You've got a wonderful smile and a wonderful this all intents and purposes. We are, we may be Mexican of descent, but we are, we are American, and we sound like it because hey, let me prove my point. I said, you don't have to be sad to play the blues. But you know one thing, it's true. Helps you get rid of the blues. You gotta play the blues. Play the blues, get rid of them. All right, man. Just making a point.
It's real bluesy.
There is a little bit of rock. There is. I also like people like David Gilmour and Gary Moore. I know you got a little bit of rock. I hear it.
I do.
Who is it? Who's speaking back there?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think I hear some Guns N' Roses in there.
Definitely. 100%. That's my go-to.
That's your guy.
That's
No.
Slash is my guy. Anything Slash is just that's my style of playing. That's my style of riffs and stuff. I just love it. It
Very cool.
gives me chills. I don't know why. It's just and a lot of it is probably just the way he plays is the same way
Mhm.
I play, as in very emotional, off the cuff, improvising constantly. If you really pay attention and listen to his soloing and stuff, it's all improvised. It's not planned. Usually, like someone like Steve Vai is very planned. You know, Steve Vai he's very technical, and usually he is able to play the same thing over and over again. You know, on
Right.
different.
Exactly. Yeah. Very, very
Slash
technical.
is not like that at all. His playing is very, very off the cuff, very spontaneous. And I find it out. Yes, some of them should be planned out. It's come out great. I'm more of a every time I record a song, or if I'm even playing the backing tracks, it's all feel. It's how I'm feeling that day. If I want to play slow, I'll play slow. If I think of something quick, something a little faster
Right.
pace, play it faster pace. It's just
So is Slash on your Mount Rushmore? I was gonna say Mount Hood because we have a mountain. You come out. Is it your Mount Rushmore of guitar players?
yes. My Mount Rushmore is Slash, Jimmy Page, Stevie, and how many heads are there? Four, right?
You get five. We give you five, man.
But it's Slash, Randy Rhoads. Randy
Oh,
Rhoads.
wow. There's definitely some rock in there. Yeah.
Randy Rhoads is another. He's very technical, and the way he plays, since he brought up in classical music, a lot of his soloing is revolved around classical music, and you can really hear it, and it's awesome.
Wow. Well, do you want to show us a little example of this kind of playing?
I don't have a backing track ready for it, but I could definitely show you an example.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, wow. He's getting, what do you call it? Rockapella. If it's not voice, it's rockapella.
Yeah, like one of my favorite riffs is stuff like that. I'm constantly
Nice.
and the Jimmy Page comes out of me when I'm playing like riffs. Or how about this one? My bad. I'll play something that was more Randy Rhoads inspired that I came up with.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear a lot of the that really really thick, crunchy, creamy.
That's what I learned mainly like stuff like that. That's very
Yeah,
slash.
yeah. I hear it. I hear it. I definitely hear it, man.
Jimmy Page, he's good for so that
Yeah.
comes in handy a lot of times.
Well,
When
you
I'm
definitely have a lot of energy. That's cool, man.
comfortable in.
Got
For
it.
some reason, my hand just immediately goes.
God, that's funny. I was gonna ask you, do your hands go naturally somewhere when you're just relaxing and stuff? So I don't know if you can show us your amp, but because you were gonna be on the show, I did something different, and I pulled out my Mesa Boogie, and she's back there. I don't know if you guys can even see her.
My amp is right there, and I told my uncle, I was like, hey, why don't we put it up front? They can
Right.
see it. No, because that's gonna cause a lot of feedback, and it's
Right.
because the amp would be right next to me, and it's not the quietest amp.
Yeah,
100
you
watts.
sound like you've got this raging monster behind you. Is that what
I
you
mean,
got?
it is this tall. It's my Marshall stack. It's a half stack, a 100-watt
Yeah.
Marshall amp with the 4-speaker half stack. It's quite
Ah,
big. Yesterday, I turned it up to 3. I turned it up to 3, and it was really loud.
I bet. I bet. That's why I had to get that little amplifier because my other amp is a Blues Deluxe. It's only 40 watts, but it's so loud. And I have neighbors. So do your neighbors like you? Do they hate you? Have they complained ever?
Supposedly, they don't hear me. I asked. I said, "Hey, does my music bother?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I even tested out
Wow.
myself because I had my brothers go downstairs into my basement and play as loud as they could. They didn't turn off the amp, but my brother plays the drums, and drums are just inherently loud. And I said, "Bang, just act like you're trying to break these drums," because I want to see how loud it is outside, and it was
Wow.
barely audible. So I was fortunate enough to have a well insulated house so that they don't hear me outside. We'll see tomorrow because I'm jamming with Paul and another friend of mine and my brother.
Nice. Nice.
So
Well,
hopefully
we don't want the chat to get too antsy. So I thought you had shown me a backing track that I thought I think they want to hear it. If you can, bring that up.
I have another backing track. I have a BB King backing track that I can play.
You go ahead and play that if you want right now, and then I'm gonna play a little bluesy bolero because we are. It seems like a recurring theme is the blues, but I'm gonna play a Latin, very very Latin version of that. You want me to do it right now?
I'll play mine first, and 4 minutes?
Okay.
Speed things up with yours.
Go for it. guys think of that, man? Somebody ask permission to throw up ones in the chat. If you don't know, just for you non-millennials or not in the know, ones is like yay, you know, and then fives is you put your hands up, right? You know, put up fives. So it's okay. I don't know why it took a while for YouTube to not let people put ones. I don't know why they would not allow that. I like the way Omar holds his guitar, Brenda Jones says. And Shirley Ann says, yes, I agree, Brenda. That could be his signature style. The funny thing is, they don't realize why you're holding the guitar like that. It's because
you're higher. It is more comfortable like this. I'll put it on my hip and play. And if you know, Slash also does that, so that's probably where I got it from. But it does help with the fair register. It doesn't help when I have to be up here. When it's higher, when it's lower stuff up here, it's not too comfortable. But when it's right here, it is very comfortable.
Very cool. Very, very cool, man. Well, man, this show is going really, really quick, and I'm enjoying myself. The blues is alive and well. Rick Beato and other future of guitar with all this.
Yes, I watched this video.
Can it come back, or is it because of this new auto-tune and all this weird stuff? How do you feel about that?
I think
hopeful for the future.
I think right now is the beginning of the comeback. If you see, I've recently seen more bands, more actual bands to start coming up. I don't listen to the radio much. But when I have listened to the radio, I've been hearing guitars more often. Silk Sonic is a band that Bruno Mars is part of that
they can actually play.
Bringing it back. Their band is pretty funky, and they got playing instruments. You know,
I've heard. I got to hear them in L.A. Yeah, they can play. They can. Really
play.
I've
seen them. You know, they're pretty good. So, and another great band, Greta Van Fleet. They're another rock band that is, you know,
Greta
bringing
Van
it
Fleet.
back.
Absolutely.
They're bringing it back. I hope that the cycle does its, you know, the musical cycle does its role, and we get our instruments back. Because, you know, 30 years ago is when and whatnot started coming in. Early 2000s, there was the instruments started, you know, slowly what's that called, going away basically, and you didn't hear instruments anymore. You just stuck with you would only hear it with all your looking for it. And it was all electronic on the radio. All the stuff on the radio was guitars were all sampled. It wasn't real playing anymore, you know. Even though I'm not discrediting their music, it is still music, and some of it is good. But me personally, I'm very old-fashioned. I am a purist, as you could, if you could call it that. You know, I am about the Marshall stack. I want one more, you know, another half, so I can have a full stack. And I don't need it, but I want it. I have the Les Pauls because that's just how I am. You know, I'm not into stuff. I'm not into quantizing and whatnot. You know, I'm very old-fashioned.
Me too, but also, how many venues are going to let you play that?
It's not necessary, but it sure looks cool.
It does look really cool. I agree. It's just at my age, I don't want to be lugging heavy. My mom's always like, "You are using a hand truck, right?" I play lounge on Saturdays.
I was telling Paul about that. You know, I love my stack. He's like, "Yeah, I'm more of a combo amp guy, so I don't have to carry it around." I'm like, it's true. Yeah. It is unpractical, but it's unpractically cool to me.
I like it. Practically cool. I like that. Well, I'm going to play a little bluesy bolero, and if there's something you want to play to end the show, we're going to let you do that. If not, hey, either way, it's all good. I'm going to play a little bluesy bolero just to remind us that we are Mexican and we can still play the blues. Let's check it out.
Love it.
Blues exists everywhere, man.
Love it. Love it.
Thanks.
You're a great guitar player. I feel.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Well, we've been playing for, I won't say how long. It's been a long time.
Jam
So,
session.
yeah, we're going to have a jam session. Two other guitar players. We're just gonna have
You are more than welcome.
Thanks, man. I think I'm going to have to take you up on it. I got my buddy Kennedy Santos. Shout out to him. He's a little busy right now, but he's another incredible guitar player. You guys got a bunch of great guitar players out of Michigan. And I'm like, man, I got to get out there. I hear the food is good. But I'm not going to believe it until you guys feed me.
Oh, man. You got to try the tacos over here, dude. You got to try the tacos from the taco trucks. I just took Paul, and he is just amazed. He was amazed. He was, oh, yeah, I usually go to the taco place over here and this and that. I'm like, no, you haven't had tacos like this. And he had those tacos. Nice. He couldn't stop saying, these are amazing. Oh, my God, these are great.
Michigan, of all places.
Hey, this is where this is Mexican town, man. Southwest Detroit is Mexican town.
Nice. I like it. Same here. You know, it's everywhere. So anyway, do you have a final track or any words of wisdom for the youth of today?
I'm looking for one, not one that I particularly like and I'm comfortable playing. Okay. But words of wisdom. Don't stop playing. When I stop going to Guitar Center because you keep coming home with stuff.
I live a mile down the road. I know exactly. I was like, I hate you guys. And as I'm wheeling things out.
They just came with 2 more speakers. They're walking in right now with 2 more speakers.
Is my bro Carlos there? He's in Mexico. We call him
with 2 speakers and a mixer, two $2,000 worth of stuff. I don't know what. I'm telling you, man, we're addicted. It's a habit. I need to go to M.A.S, Music Anonymous. We're just it's gonna get stuff, man. It's just my wife.
My name is Omar.
Yeah, my name is Omar. I'm a music addict. I own this amount of stuff. I spent this amount of money. Yeah, fortunately, my wife is really good with me playing music. She's what's it called? She's supportive of it, you know. And with the money, she says, as long as you got the money for it, go ahead, buy it. It's no big deal.
Oh,
you know?
That's nice. She's a matron of the arts, so we can call her a rock and roll mama.
Yeah, I convinced
her. Great.
I convinced her to let me buy my most recent guitar. I didn't bring it, but my most recent guitar, brand new, Les Paul standard. Man. I've always wanted this specific color, and I told her, she was like, I don't know what to get you for our anniversary, and I was like, no, don't give me anything. Just don't get mad at me when I come home with another guitar. I told her, just let me get another guitar, you know, when I can. And as long as you won't be mad. She was like, fine. That's not a real present, though. I'm like, yes, it is. Don't worry. It's a real present. I absolutely will love it.
That's awesome. Well, on behalf of the Lounge of Sound, please thank her for sharing her time. Your uncle Carlos for sharing his studio with us. And you for sharing that wonderful guitar. Is she going to be named Chili? Is she?
I'll name it Chili. I like.
All right, foundits. You heard it first here. We're first.
I'm very random, and I like the funny stuff to name things. I think Chili is a great name.
Nice. Well, Brenda says your wife is very sweet, and we agree. And hopefully, I'll get to meet her when I go visit you guys over in Michigan. Bro, you've been just a wonderful find, a wonderful friend, musician, founded, guitar player. Man,
Thank you.
We can't go wrong.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's amazing. Yeah. Well, guys, we'll be back here hopefully next Friday. I'm confirming with the next artist. Just know we're gonna always be going on a Sonic Safari. So please, before you end the stream, please like and subscribe so that you find other wonderful up and coming artists. And so we can find you, Omar Garcia. We find you here on YouTube. And we look forward to, you've got an album that you're working on right now, presently with your Uncle Carlos. We can't wait. As soon as you have the first single, hey, come in and share it with us.
I will on that YouTube. So.
Awesome. Brenda's like 100%. All right. Now I know where you live. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know where you live. All right, foundits. See ya back here at 5 o'clock, as usual, at the Lounge of Sound. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Drive safe. Love you, foundits. Take care.